I'm just listening to the bike, I'm listening to the road, I'm smelling the smells, and you go past strawberry fields, oh man, when the strawberry season is, or a fresh cut hayfield, it's just, you don't get that feeling in a car. I moved up here back in '96 when I got out of service. Ended up here and this community accepted me, and I love this place. This is home. Harley-Davidson is a brand, but it's also a lifestyle. It's a sense of freedom, a sense of pride, and I'm glad to be part of that. I worked there for 12 years. Actually, me and Roxanne started together.
So I've been here for 22 years and worked my way up from being an hourly on the floor. My husband is on second shift. My son is in maintenance. My cousins are, smattered through the plant. It's a family operation, and Harley-Davidson is the center of the community, and we like to stay that way. It's just the place to be, I guess. It's a place to work. There was a time where you could walk down Main Street and ask someone to open up their saddlebag, and you could see your number or your name printed inside that you inspected that part or you worked on that part. There's a lot of pride in that.
So this time of year is where I feel like I fit in. How places transform for Christmas, we transform for Fall Ride. You see all the banners all over the place, welcome bikers and stuff like that.
It's a town of 3,000 people that grows to 30,000 every year, 30 plus.
So Tomahawk Fall Ride came to be because of our beautiful colors in the area, and people love to ride through the countryside on motorcycles. There was a group of 21 people, and they took a ride through the area and loved the colors, collected an amount of money and gave it to a charity, which was MDA, Muscular Dystrophy. And Harley-Davidson employees jumped in both feet and created the ride as it is today. There's a lot of help and a lot of partnership in the area to keep it here. I mean, your windows rattle for 3 days. I live right in town, I enjoy it. I love watching the bikes come in and the smiles on people's faces.
So we have people coming all over the country, and that is really cool that we have that much reach that people want to come to, not only to Wisconsin, which is awesome, but to come to our small community.
It impacts everybody. There's some people that run for the hills and don't want to be in town. There's people that rent out their homes. There's people that rent out their campers.
It's about 20 people staying at my house this year. I love having all them people come up. I love putting on the party for them and just sit around the campfire and just talk shit with everybody. And tell about the trip that you took out to Sturgis, or the time you had down in Daytona, or my dad just passed away a year ago. And he used to come up here all the time, sitting around the campfire talking about my dad. Those are things that I enjoy. So when you ask what Fall Ride is, it's the memories, it's that emotion.
I love walking up and down the street because there's so many interesting pieces of art. Really, some of these bikes have become pieces of art, so it's really cool to be able to see those personalities both in the people and in their bikes.
To find a stock Harley-Davidson that's the way it came from the factory is rare. That's probably the rarest thing you'll see here, is one that's not been touched, because everybody does something. They add a little chrome or they add their personality. So you can personalize these machines or works of art to however you want to express yourself. That's kind of fluffy, but I hope you edit out words like fluffy, because that's not very biker sounding.
So we have a lot going on. So just downtown alone, we've got food vendors and we've got merch vendors. Several organizations have really kind of bound together to keep this going. So, there's music and activities, there's demo rides, all that kind of stuff. The plants are doing tours.
Yes, it takes a lot of volunteers, A lot of our businesses that close during the week or close early during the weekdays are willing to come help us, whether it's setting up or helping beer tend is honestly what we call it. It's a lot, but they're more than willing to help because they understand the impact it has on all of us. So
I'm a little better with organization and that kind of thing, so for me to get it organized, put it together, and be able to be there and make it take off for a community that is amazing as this town is, it's a great place to be, so I'm glad I can help out.
Awesome. So did this get printed again?
This did get reprinted.
You guys doing good here? Yeah?
Okay, good.
No.
Are you guys doing okay? Everything's all right?
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Diane, everything's okay? You guys need anything?
All right, of course.
Thank you.
Enjoy, you guys.
Have a good night.
Be safe.
43rd annual event here in our Tomahawk community for the Fall Ride.
I just want to thank everyone for coming out and joining us. Again, 43 years. It started with a few friends who thought it'd be great.
So Main Street, they handle the Thunder Parade, which is the big end of night party, I guess you want to say. They line up at the school at 5, they kick stands up at 6.
When all those bikes start up at one time, it is just, you feel that. You feel that.
Bikers, start your engine!
You look in front of you and all you see is taillights, 2x2 taillights. Then you look in your mirror and behind you all you see is headlights. Then you get into town, you're like, I thought everybody was on the ride. Where did these people come from?
It takes the whole town to make this happen. I mean, where are we gonna put, or a town of 3,000, where are we gonna put 35,000 extra people? The economic reach of this weekend Fall Ride, it reaches 50 to 70 miles in radius from Tomahawk itself. So not only is it us, it's Merrill, it's Rhinelander, everybody benefits from this. The goal is to have people here, but we want them to see the area.
Fall Ride has been huge for our community. We're so blessed that so many people continue to come to our town. It's been really cool to be able to raise our family here, be a part of this community. Tradition runs deep in this town. It really does. Fall Ride, again, 43 years. It's a great tradition, and that's just one of many that Tomahawk has to offer. So it's really cool to be able to continue these traditions and be a part of it.